A lot of people ask me, what's it like working airports on Uber? Is it good? Is it profitable? Can you make good money just working the airport and not working the road at all? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's to actually go to the airport and work there. So let's go. Me and you to Manchester Airport in the pouring rain, in the dark, because the best time to do airports, I think, is in the evening time. So let's go to the airport and let's see what it's like. Oh, by the way, if you're new to the channel and watching this video now and you haven't subscribed to the channel, don't forget, subscribe and be a part of it. Right, in the rain, in the dark, in the cold, let's go to Manchester. So we're now on the way to the airport. Going to the airport now, and as you can see, traffic everywhere. It is rush hour, it's 5:30. Gonna do the airport in the evening time because, as I said in the intro, that daytime airport work is very quiet. Now it is February, so we'll see whether or not we are going to be lucky and lucrative in the airport. And the biggest thing I'm gonna have to discover and find out is where to wait, because they do have a holding area where you go and wait in, but you're sitting there with a ton of other drivers, and I always like to be like a little bit away from other drivers, because sometimes the job cannot hit your app properly if you're very close to lots of other vehicles, and it can affect your GPS a little bit as well. So the trick is to be a little bit away. So that's what we're gonna try and do. Eventually when I get to the airport, eventually in Warrington right now, trying to get onto the M62, takes us to the M6, takes us to the M53. But while we're here, before we get to the airport, I'll give you my stats at the minute. My stats have altered slightly. My stats on the last video I did were quite low, but my stats have dramatically improved. So my stats now, so we'll do the important stats, which is your rating, which is your acceptance rate, and your cancellation rate. So my acceptance rate now, let's start again, eh? My rating is 4.99. My acceptance rate is now 66%. It was around 42% on the last video, and my cancellation rate is now zero on the cancellation rate, which is not too bad. It's not too bad at all, because I haven't cancelled any for a while now, because most of the jobs have been offered have been within a reasonable distance to me. The only reason why I do tend to knock jobs back is because they're so far away. That's the only reason why I knock them back, because they're so, or I ever cancel them only because I can't get to the rider. Can't get to the rider, normally because of road closures, or they've put in the wrong pin. They put the pin in the wrong place. That's the only reason why I'll tend not to do jobs. But you know, for a while now, been easy peasy. So a cancellation rate of 0 and a 66% acceptance rate. Right. Let's get in the airport terminal and see how it's going. Okay, we're just on the perimeter of the airport, just by the Holiday Inn hotel, the Holiday Inn, just on the perimeter of the airport. So we're going to go in now towards the airport. We're going to try and find somewhere to stop, and then we'll have a look at the stats and we'll see what is going on, how busy it is for this early evening. It's around 6 o'clock, early evening, and I'm not going to go into the compound where you're all going wait. As I said before, I just don't like doing that. I don't like going into the compound at all. So we're going to just have a look as we go into the airport and see what's what. Right, let's have a look at all the numbers. Let's have a look at all the numbers here at the airport. Okay, so this will give us an indication. There's 19 flights coming in between 5 and 6. It's now nearly 6 o'clock, so we've probably missed them. And there is 66 to 70 cars in the virtual queue. Right, so let's break that down. There's 66 to 70 Uber X's. I'm Uber Comfort in Manchester as well, so I can go on Comfort, but there are 31 to 35 in front of me on the Comfort. I'm not exec, but if you were an exec car looking to work at the airport, there's 16 to 20 of you sitting here as well in the virtual queue. And if you're driving a minibus, if you're on the XLs, there is 16 to 20 of you waiting here as well. So, peak flight times, come and gone. Missed them. Lots and lots and lots of cars at the airport. So I think this is going to be a long wait. So already an indication if you just want to do airport work, your days could be extremely long, especially sitting in the virtual queues. But Trip Radar operates at the airport, so sometimes they can throw out a Trip Radar for you as well. So again, it's very much hit and miss, and it is very much luck of the draw here. I have worked this airport quite a number of times, but I'm never making my business to be here a lot. I'm normally in and out of here quickly and away again. But we'll see, working it. I'm just going to work it and we'll see what happens. But that's the numbers. Not great numbers so far. Okay, considering there's a lot of cars in the queue here, lots of cars in the queue, Trip Radar is in operation. Now, what it's doing now, it's giving us jobs in the airport and around the airport, so out towards Wilmslow and Hale and Bowden. It's throwing jobs out, even though there's 75 cars in the queue. There's jobs going out from the airport on Trip Radar. Now, the caveat to that is the jobs going out on Trip Radar are all around the £10 mark. So them drivers in the queue are all going, don't want to do that one. So the £10, I've had 4 flash out on Trip Radar, a £10, a £12, an £8, all staying around around the edge of Manchester Airport. But jobs are getting fired out on Trip Radar to Wilmslow, 10 minutes away, a £10 job, 10 minutes away in Wilmslow. But no one's biting in it. So the drivers here, most of them seem to be waiting for big jobs, which doing that is not good, really. It's not good because it's not going to work, because waiting for big jobs, you could be here for hours on end, and the thing is, your hourly rate that you're working for is going to be peanuts, really. And also, if you're going to wait your clock, now yesterday I worked my clock, did £214 yesterday in my clock in February, not bad. But now already today, before I come to the airport, I've worked 7 hours today and I've done £160 before I've come here. So, because I'm not sure how the airport's going to operate, I've made sure I've got plenty of work in before I came. I'm tired. Before I came to the airport, can't speak properly today. So that's how we're going to do it. Now, I will take one of these Trip Radars if they come my way, but because I don't like waiting. I do not like waiting, especially here at Manchester International Airport, especially because it's cold. It's very cold today, and it's very wet. So I want to be moving, not sitting around waiting. So I'll show you now. A little place where drivers wait. And what's happened is, like, some ingenious man has set up a burger van where these drivers wait. I used to wait there as well at the airport. It's a little bit of wasteland, very close. You're not in the official waiting area, because that charges you to go in there and wait. Not much, but about £1 in it, but every hour. But you can do it for free if you wait in this little waiting area. But I'll show it to you now that a man set up a little burger bar. An ingenious man, I would say. So we're coming round from the garage, the overpriced garage. Marks and Spencer garages are overpriced. They're very overpriced. So we're coming round now to this little bit. It's a little tiny bit where you can park up a bit of wasteland where the drivers can wait. There's a flood here. Bleeding hell. Christ, Manchester roads flooded out by the airport. Ridiculous. And bumpy and potty. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Where it is. It's a little bit of wasteland. And it's just about here. And look, there's a beggar bar on there. I'm not going to go in there because that's where they all sit. That's where they all sit and wait, in there. While they wait hours and hours for a job. And now there's a beggar man in there. It is great. You make a fortune sitting in there. As we try and get back out onto the main roads, which is, you know, Manchester is difficult. Come on. After I felt like a lifetime, but in fact it was an hour and a half sitting there waiting and sleeping, I finally got a job off Trip Radar. Now according to his GPS location, his little blue dot where you get on your map to see where the rider is, he's just outside of Terminal 3. So he's just standing outside Terminal 3. Right, okay, well let's hope he is, because it's a 30 quid job and it's going to Liverpool. So yeah, we'll take this one. 30 quid job going to Liverpool. 30 quid just outside Liverpool it is. It looks like it's L36. So that's going to be the Highton area of Liverpool, and that is where he's going to. So he's there hopefully now. I'm going to whip around the corner, whip into the airport, and just outside Terminal 3 is where he is. But what we can do here, where am I now? I'm on Terminal 2, aren't I? So we've got to get to Terminal 3. For Terminal 3, follow Terminal. I've been to Manchester Airport 1,000 times. So I know where Terminal 3 is, I think. Yeah, I do. I know. I've been here, but it changes, doesn't it? Every time I come here, it seems to change slightly. So I know where Terminal 3 is. I'm not being thick, am I? Of course not. Sometimes you feel thick. In fact, more people now seem to be a bit thick than ever before. Like riders who walk up to your car, having all your details, and they say to you, "Oh, are you for me? Are you for Stephen?" And they're the only person standing there, and they've got all my details on the phone, and they're looking at me, asking, "Am I for them?" Sometimes I feel like saying, actually, no, I'm not. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Some people are just dense. That's what they are. Right, okay, let's get into Terminal 3, and then we will get this bloke, and he's going to Highton, so L36, which is the Highton area. And then there's cars everywhere. There's literally cars sitting around everywhere. Airport work. To do airport work, you need stacks and stacks of patience, because the waits are long, and I really don't understand. As I've worked here, you know, if you're going to do airports, this is what it's like, and this is the evening time as well. Summertime it's a bit different, but in the winter time, if you work in airports, it is long waits, and I just feel like you waste your time. You waste your time at airports. There's drivers here who work it every day. I couldn't. I really couldn't work at the airport every day because you just feel like you're wasting your time. I never sit in virtual queues. I never sit around stations. I never sit, anywhere where there's masses of cars. I'm always on the move, and that's why I Uber. I do all right because I do a lot of mileage though, but I do all right because I never sit around waiting. Waiting for me is just so counterproductive. The wind is howling here at the minute as well. The wind's howling around here. That's why there's a lot of crap on the windscreens all the time. Been a terrible day. Yeah, summertime here. There's more flights, more people, but again, there's more cars. And airport, almost it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Really, airports are just, I think, a waste of time. They are a waste of time. I'm going to sneeze. Bless me. So here we go, past the airport hotel now. Coming into the airport now. This bloke his little dot is just above us here. Right, it's there. He's just ahead of us is a little roundabout, and that's where he should be. But all of a sudden, his little dot's gone. Oh, fucking hell. He should be round, he just should be here now. As I turn this corner, this bend here, he should be here. And he's not, should be here, just here now. And where's he gone? Where the fuck's he gone? Where's he? He's disappeared. Where are you? Right, hang on, right. You can't even stop around here as well. You can't stop here, it's a fucking nightmare. Right, I'll quickly send him a message. I'm here, right. He's got the message. Oh, I don't fucking believe it. Cancelled. Oh, you absolute bellend. You absolute bellend. You've cancelled the job. Where can you disappear to here? Where can you disappear to? Where can you disappear to? You're just standing here. Where can you go to? Oh, Jesus Christ. How many cars in the queue? 50 cars in the queue. So I've left the airport now. Sorry about the language before. If you're offended by bad language, I do apologise for that. But it's frustrated me. Working the airport is really frustrating me. I have done a couple of jobs out there though, but little tiny jobs around Manchester. I'm now in Hamforth Dean, and I'm not, well, heading to Hamforth Dean, and I'm not going back to the airport now because I am done with it. I am done with it because it's been horrible. It's been horrible. So if you're gonna go and work airports, don't. If you don't like doing much work and like sitting around for hours on end, then work the airports because you like that. But if you want to earn money and earn money quick, whatever you do, don't work the airports because they are just a nightmare. Manchester Airport, a nightmare especially. you know, I could do other airports, but it's probably the same script. Manchester Airport is a big international airport as well, but it's probably the same script wherever you go, so absolute nightmare. Thanks for watching this video. Next video, making money in Kipper season, making a day in the life of an Uber driver in February on the road with no airports. That's coming up. And then we're going to be working in Blackpool. Yes, Blackpool. Look out for that one. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm off to calm down now. Ta-ra.